It has been 3 weeks and a few days since I had my son, my big baby. And part of my postpartum self care must haves, first thing is a shower. Um, Hold on, let me give this to him. One of the main things that I was focused on when I was pregnant mentally was to not have postpartum depression. And I know that we can't really control that, but I believe differently. It was something that I focused on while I was pregnant to just maintain a positive mindset and to keep talking myself into positivity. Um, Depression runs in my family naturally anyway. So it's something that I have battled with on and off all my life, and I have seen other people do in my family as well, men and women. And like I said, I made a mental commitment to be ahead of postpartum after I gave birth. Um, the first couple days were rough. I had an emergency C-section, which the healing was different than I expected, of course. So in those first few days, it was hell. I'm not gonna lie. I found myself still having a lot to do around the house because, of course, like birth, it came at a time that I wasn't expecting. Um, I was leaving a doctor's appointment and they sent me. They sent me in because I was having contractions. I was in labor for almost 6 days, active labor, contractions on and off, consistently, and then some every 20 minutes. But from home, that was going on for about 3 days. And then I went to that doctor's appointment. They sent me in. And from there, in the hospital, I was having contractions and going through the process of being induced. And was in there for about 2 to 3 days, contracting and preparing for birth. Um, so after the C-section came, that that pain is okay. I'm going to say, if you don't stay on top of your meds the way you're supposed to, that pain is indescribable. Um, the first day back home from the hospital, I still had a lot to do. And the people that were driving me, they had a lot to do as well. So I didn't want to burden anybody. You know how we do. So I figured, okay, well, I can go home and I can just take some Tylenol, you know, some extra Tylenols until tomorrow, until I can get to the pharmacy to get my stuff for my pain for the C-section. And when I tell you, I woke up at about 4 in the morning thinking I was going to die. I really thought I had to call the ambulance. I couldn't really get up. The pain was just overbearing. And I feared that I wasn't going to be able to get up or be here for the baby. And I laugh at it now because it was just a stupid simple mistake, and just not really, just thinking I was stronger than what I am physically, pretty much. And it never happened again after that. But what that did to me, I believe that pain was so bad that it triggered a little bit of depression. So like a few days after that, I was very emotional. I got my meds, got them back to where the pain was manageable. And I just was noticing a lot of things that I was doing towards like people that were trying to help me. I still was in the mindset I want to do everything by myself. Still in the mindset of I don't want anybody to help me. I don't have anybody to help me mindset. And that's just where I was. And I also was in the mental space of when you guys are not here, I'm going to have to do this by myself anyway. And I was pushing myself a lot. I had a lot of swelling in my legs and my feet, a lot. That lasted a long time, just from the fluid. From being pregnant in general, you get that afterwards. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about the extra fluid that has nowhere to go after you have the baby. And my legs were huge. My ankles were so big that they started to tear. And I hadn't gotten a chance to get around to getting compression socks yet. The ones that I had ordered, there was some issues with that. So I had a friend bring me some from work, and they helped a great deal. Again, I'm now at 3 weeks in a few days of having him. And I feel like I only had probably about a week, if that, on and off of really bad postpartum that would come and go. But after that week, I was noticing all the things that I was praying for and intentionally wanting to avoid. I had two choices. It was either I was going to fall victim to it and then be in it for way longer than what I wanted. Like, nobody wants it, but you know what I'm saying? Be in it way longer than what is expected from me. I didn't want it. And again, I'm talking about the depression part of it. I didn't want no parts of it. Just being by myself, taking care of him in general, it was no room for it for me. And after that week, and I was starting to notice little things, I was like, you know what? I have two choices. I can either let this overcome me, or I can reel it in right now. And so that's what I did. I made a choice to reel it in, and I did. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. And I was fine. And after that, the only time that I was crying was out of joy. Like if I see him and he does something or he makes a face or whatever, I would cry like, oh my God, he's really here. Oh my God, he's absolutely perfect. Oh my God, he is beautiful. He's a beautiful baby. Like, God bless me so much with this pregnancy. That was definitely a shock. For those who do not know, I am 39 years old. When I found out I was pregnant, I was 38, about to be 39 in a few months. And I was shocked. Absolutely shocked. I thought that I couldn't have kids because I'm 39 and I didn't have any. So I had just accepted that, and was just like, I never got or went to the hospital or a doctor for them to tell me that, because I didn't want that in the back of my mind. I more so had the mind frame of, if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, it's not. And I'm okay with that. And so he came at like a crazy time, but right on time. And he's another reason why I just was like, I cannot let postpartum depression tear my ass up. I have to overcome this like I love to do with everything else. And I just got back to doing things that I enjoy when I had time. I have a doula. Shout out to Latoya Barnes. And my first act of service to myself when she came over postpartum visit was I had an order to do for my website that I have. Um, so I had a few sweatshirts and t-shirts and things to make. And before the baby came, I had set that space up again. I closed my storage and set that space up again for me to be able to do orders after he came. Because of course, taking a break from tattooing. And when she came over for her visit, I took that time to let her watch him while I went and I made my order. And that felt really, really good. And if you are on my social media, you saw me do my first order after months of putting the website up on the shelf. Excuse me. Just because of personal reasons and moving and everything else. And after that, I was good to go. After that one little act of service, I was good to go. Because I was like, as I'm a mom now, of course, everything has changed. Everything, my whole world has changed. But I'm not complaining. I'm grateful. There's a lot of routines that I have to create now. There's a lot of sleep that's being lost now. But even with that, you figure it out as you go. And I just wanted to come up and say that for me, and this may help another new mom, for me, what helped me with the postpartum, to nip that in the bud really quickly, is to remember that I am supposed to be taken care of too. And the most important thing for me, because I had seen some mothers say, oh, I'd go days without showering, or, I couldn't get in the bathtub because of the baby, or whatever the case may be. I love a good shower. I'm one of the people that be in the shower for a long, long time. Because that's where I get my thoughts together. That's where I meditate. That's where I sing. That's where I, visualize negativity going down the drain. All these things. I love a good shower and a good hot bath. So for me, self-love, a must during postpartum, a shower. I'm taking a shower every day. I have not missed a shower at all. I cannot. And again, like I said, I laugh at these things, but it's not funny. And I don't mean to trigger anybody if you're seeing this right now. I don't. I'm laughing because people do not talk about a lot of the things that come after birth. No, it's not you just have the baby and it's over. The baby's here and the pregnancy is over. It's not. It's like a whole nother process after that I feel like people don't talk about enough. And so after I do his second morning feeding, because the first one usually hits around 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So the next one that rolls around 3 hours later, which is roughly around usually between like 8 and 11, I bring him in here with me. He has a bassinet that's big enough that I move around the house with me. You can see it in the video with me working. Because after the doula left, I still had like a cup or so left to finish in my order. And I had to finish the order. And so I brought him in there with me. And that felt good too. To have him in my t-shirt, in my, in my workspace. That felt good too. But I bring him in here with me in the shower, and he loves gospel music. I listened to that a lot when I was pregnant. So I put that on, and he sleep within a few minutes of me being in the bathroom, brushing my teeth and stuff like that. He's out. And then I take my shower quickly. I don't sit in here like I used to. I do what I need to do, especially if he's awake, And I, like I said, now he's fed, he's changed. And it's just for, like I said, the new mommies that's watching. When they're milk drunk, do what you got to do when they're milk drunk. Because you know they out. Especially if you breastfeed. He's out. You hear me? And I take my shower, and that gets my day rolling. That gives me energy. I'm doing all the things that I still used to do in there. I'm thinking, I'm planning, I'm being who I am, because before a mother, before an artist, before a sister, before a daughter, I am myself first and foremost. And so I have to put me first, because if mommy is not happy, and if you're not, as a wife, if you're not good first, you're not good you're not good for anything or anybody else. And you got to reel it in and pray. Hey, Buddha. Juicy. Pray. Talk to whoever you need to talk to. Me and my sister were a week apart with births. She gave birth to my niece a week before me. And then my cousin Chastity, she gave birth on the same day that I gave birth to him. So we have baby cousin twins. I know it's crazy, right? And we have a group on text message. We check on each other. We talk to each other. And that's been a blessing, to have them going through the same exact things that I'm going through at the same time. And we could just help each other. And I'm the oldest. Again, I'm 39. My sister falls in. She's 29. My cousin, I believe Chat is probably about 35. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chat. And as the older, I'm the oldest anyway. I'm the oldest sister, the oldest cousin. I'm the oldest everything in my family as far as that goes. I'm the first. I'm the first daughter. So you already know. You already know what's up with me. And I tend to try to be there for everybody else. Try to give advice and coach everyone else, because I have been there and done that already before them. And if you're watching this, to my sisters and my cousins and stuff like that, I'm never doing anything trying to be bossy or tell you what to do. It's just out of love, and I've been there and done that first. So I try to help you guys avoid what I've already suffered for you. And again, I'm thankful that I'm in a position to be able to express it, whether they listen to me or not. I don't take any offense to it if they don't. But I love the fact that I'm able to even be there and do that for them, because I care, and it's just me showing that I care. No different than me doing this video. This is my first video in a long time. I know me being pregnant was a big surprise for a lot of people, but I kept it that way for a reason. It was protection for myself and protection for my baby, and just protection for my lifestyle, because y'all don't need to know everything, Y'all don't need to know everything, but there are some things that I do choose to share, and when I do, it's out of love. It's out of either it's helping somebody artistically, or it's helping somebody emotionally. I'm definitely a lover. I love love, and I do anything out of love. Everything really, to start, is out of love. If you're here for my lock videos, it's done out of love. And I'll try to do better. I always say that in my videos. But now, I get in where I can fit in. And I just came in this morning, and I just was so thankful for the shower. I was like, God, you know what? Somebody needs to hear this. Get in the shower, sis. You don't have to wait for somebody to come for you to get in the shower. You don't even really have to technically wait for the baby to be asleep. Invest in a nice good travel light bassinet where you can move it around the house and do what you got to do. Get up, wash your ass, pray, put on some clothes. If you got some hair, do your hair. Sometimes when he sleep, if you're not busting the move to make and take a nap with him or her, do something for yourself. But don't hurt yourself. If you're still healing physically, lay down. That's what I did not do. I forgot to say that. When things were really rough for me in the very beginning, that's what I was not doing. I was not relaxing. I was not resting. I was not elevating my feet. I was moving around a whole lot, more than what I should have been. Drink your water. Eat healthy, please. It makes a difference. And get your rest. And then you'll figure out your routines that work best for you. Okay? So, before he gets fussy, I'm going to lay him down because he has the hiccups and he don't like them. I don't like when he has them either. And I'm gonna jump in the shower. And then depending on how much time I have between now and his next feeding, I'm going to go back to sleep with him. Yes, I am. But I love y'all. And if you have any questions or anything you want to drop below, feel free. If I can, I got you. If I can help you, I got you. And I'll be back because I really enjoyed this. Now I'm feeling like this is going to be an outlet as well. You know? So to the new moms, I love y'all. Keep your head up. To the OG moms, I have such a respect for you guys. Jesus knows. You good? I spit at him. Jesus knows. When I was, again, I'm late to the party. But when I was single, no kids, living my life, almost 40, I had just, like I said, I accepted that thing, and that was my life, and it was quiet, and it was just ordered, and you know, I do what I want to do, eat what I want to eat, sleep, that. I got so much respect for you OG mommies, okay? I didn't know, sis. I didn't know what we had to go through. We almost died. You hear me? I don't care what nobody says. If you're looking at this video, birth is close to dying. I'm not lying. And I have such a respect for you. I have such a respect for myself now because we got through it. We're here. Our babies are here and healthy, and we're here and healthy. And you got to act as such. You got to move as such. God is good. Will I have another one? No. No. Unless God blesses me with a husband and he don't have none and he like, baby, please, 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 and he good to me, then I might. But just cause? No. He agrees. Okay? So y'all have a good day. You know what I say. Peace.